now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Somerville Licensing Commission for Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. Start time is 6 p.m. To my left is Commissioner Jack Thomas. To my right is Commissioner Chris Allen. Pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, this meeting of the Licensing Commission may be conducted by a remote participation. We will post an audio recording, video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of these proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting on the City of Somerville website. Also joining us is Licensing Manager, Operations Manager, Michael Potier, and I believe on the line is Captain Richardson. We will not have Lieutenant Mitsakis tonight, and I don't believe we have any items that will require engineering. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, if you're ready. All set. First item on the agenda, acceptance of the minutes of the regular licensing commission meeting of 8/20/24. Any questions, comments, edits?
None.
None. Thank you very much. Make a motion to approve. Second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Michael, I did want to take one. I know you have something you'd like to take out of order a little later, but I want to take item 11 out of order. It is I know it's a late item, but it is simply a communications from the ABCC. Into the record, a communication from the Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission regarding a notice of suspension for Galwegian Inc., DBA The Burren, 247 Elm Street, Somerville, for a period of 10 days to be served on Monday, November 4th, 2024 through Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Commissioners, we did receive the notice prior to their hearing. The ABCC has conducted their hearing and they are under suspension for the time period.
Just from my understanding, during the suspension, are they required to still open and operate without a liquor license?
My question would be better answered by the city clerk's office. My understanding is the suspension is of the liquor license.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, through you, Michael Potier, a licensing operations manager, past practice has been to take the CV as well and ask them to close for the entire duration. I also wanted to make a brief point of clarification. It's a suspension for 25 days, 15 days in abeyance, provided with a 2-year probationary period. So any further infractions those extra 15 days would kick in. The 10 days that are listed here are guaranteed.
Guaranteed 10.
Subject to appeal and subject to date modification based on a petition to the ABCC.
Okay, so they still have time to appeal.
Correct.
If you could, Michael, just for the clarification of all three commissioners, if you could send the actual document from the ABCC.
Mr. Chair, through you, it's also at the very last page.
You have it in our packet tonight.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, all set. All communication received, placed on file. Thank you very much. Back to the regular agenda. We have a member of the audience. Do you want to take them first?
Mr. Chair, through you, that would be fine.
Okay.
Item 10.
Item number 10. Item number 10 is a request for a new wine and malt 7-day restaurant license, common victular, entertainment by devices indoors and Sunday hours. Sol Ban Hyun, if you want to come on up to, you want to at the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that microphone right there, thank you. DBA Buk Young, 9A Union Square, Somerville, requesting the approval of a wine and malt license, common victular, entertainment by devices indoors, and Sunday hours license. Proposed hours of operation indoor for alcohol and food service. Monday through Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, 11:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. The number of proposed seats are 46. This is a public hearing. The applicant is present with us in the chamber. If you could just state your name for the record for us.
Yeah.
Your name.
Yeah, my name is Ian Chen, the owner of the Booking.
Thank you very much. And this is the first time operating this at 9A Union Square?
Yes.
Very good. To tell commissioners a little bit about your restaurant. A little bit about the operation. You will be the manager of record.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many employees are you going to have in this restaurant?
Yeah, the six.
Okay. And 46 seats,
The six.
6 employees, 46 seats,
Yes.
okay? And entertainment by devices, just piped in music, televisions,
Yeah, exactly.
okay? Sunday hours,
So lyrics on shoulders, so we have 12:30 and 9:30.
Okay.
And some,
on Sunday at 9:30, okay. All right, I have no other questions. Commissioner Allen,
Are you tip certified?
sorry.
Are you tip certified?
Yeah.
Perfect. Your employees?
Yeah,
Excellent, thank you. Could you tell me a little bit about your experience in the restaurant industry?
yeah, I have looked orders one in, Boston, one in the downtown, and the name is so, one building in Cambridge, from NGH hospital.
Mhm.
And second, store is in Canal Square. And yeah, so I'm operating in Korean food.
Cool.
Yeah, and then, all the 2 stores are Korean operation, studio license, with the studio license, wine, beer, and, like that. So I just requested, but like in, Korean, planning some of those, unions again.
Great, thank you. And those other restaurants that have licenses, any issues with either the local licensing authority or the state licensing authority while you've had them?
One time.
Have you had any issues, have you had any incidents which were reported
yeah,
to either
no.
the state or local licensing authority?
Yeah,
Okay, great, thank you. No further questions.
Commissioner Allen, Thomas,
Mr. Chair, due to the proximity of the address, I would like to recuse myself from this item.
noted. Commissioner Thomas recuses himself. 9A Union Square, where is that? Can you describe that?
yeah, that's the problem, station. And there's a big, building, next door.
One of the new buildings.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
So near Ricky's? Is it near Ricky's Flower Mart, or are you actually going into the new
Yes,
building?
yes, yeah, it's, very close to the Dunkin' Donuts. And then Eddie Street. Around there.
Right in that strip?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I have no other questions. Anybody? Okay, this is a public hearing, so we're gonna ask for members of the public to comment. Michael,
This is a public hearing. If any of members of the public are present in the Zoom lobby and wish to be heard on this item, please raise your hand. Seeing none, Mr. Chair.
seeing none, close that part of the public hearing. Commissioner Thomas would like to.
Commissioner Allen would like to make a motion to approve.
My apologies, you were on my mind. Commissioner Allen, second that motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Best wishes down there in Union Square.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, but we're 90 Union Square. That old Scat TV building is 90, so 9A kind of threw me off, but. Okay, let's go back to the regular business here. Michael has been good enough to bring to our attention that we have several currently operating restaurants in the city that do not have a complete certificate of inspection, which is the 304 inspection. These restaurants have been contacted multiple times by the city clerk's office. And quite frankly, I think it's unfair for these restaurants to be ignoring the emails that come from the city clerk's office. They do nothing but try to keep these folks on the straight and narrow. So it's kind of disappointing that they don't respond to our requests. So I'm just going to leave this thought with the two commissioners. Our clerks do yo people's work in trying to keep all of these licenses up to date. So I would just propose that a very, very strongly worded email letter from the three commissioners go to all of these restaurants and propose to them that we would like a response by October. When is our next meeting? October.
Mr. Chair, through you, October 22nd.
Our meeting is October 22nd. I would like to hear from every single one of these restaurants that they have contacted the appropriate inspectors and got their inspections done by the 20th of October. And then we will have an update from the city clerk's office by the 20th of October, which will not hold them up when they start to do the renewals in November. Am I being a little too heavy-fisted on this, or I think 8 months is sufficient, 9 months is sufficient for them to read an email and respond to that email. Commissioner, what do you think?
I would agree. I would agree.
A word to the wise of our licensees who are listening to this. That if you do not have a current license in 2024 that has all the sign-offs that we need, you will not be renewed for 2025. So just a word of warning, please work with our licensing folks, our city clerks. They will assist you in any way they can. So Michael, if you got that from the commissioners to these guys saying naughty, get it in by the 20th.
I'd also point out that an active issued liquor license is required for ordering liquor from a distributor, in addition to any insurance requirements. So it might be working for now, but it's not guaranteed to continue working that you're going to get deliveries to your restaurant without an active liquor license.
Commissioner Allen is absolutely correct, and I think Commissioner Thomas was here the last time out when we had some restaurants complaining to us at the early part of this year that they couldn't get deliveries because they did not have an active license. So beware, our licensees. All right, thank you for this reminder. Thank you for the action that the city clerks took. Thank you. Want to move right on? We good?
Mr. Chair, through you, a disposition on this item, would you like to, it continued and kept on the agenda for October?
Yes, please,
Yeah.
because we would request an update on who has responded.
Sounds good, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Thomas, you want to take it away? Special alcohol licenses, item number 3, Down East Cider.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next on the docket, we have item 3, Down East Cider, 256 Margin Street in Boston, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for Down East at Assembly Row by Club Volvo. This event is to be held outdoors at the park in Assembly Row on 9/28/24, 10/27 through 10/27/2024 from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. with alcohol service. Do we have a representative on the line?
If you are here on behalf of, oh, yeah, there we are. You are unmuted on our end.
Hello, everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, sure. Can you please state your name for the record, please?
Yes, of course. This is Roisin Gilligan. I'm our owned premise manager over at Down East Cider.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about this event?
Sure, same thing that we have been doing since April, as well as what we did from July through November last year. We are in line with Volo's league times, open both on like within their area where they do their sports leagues, as well as the lawn side at Assembly Row. We serve alcohol from 12 p.m. Very rarely do we ever get to 11 p.m., but that's just in case their leagues go a little bit longer. Other than that, we've been doing it all summer. It's been going well. No issues so far.
Great, thank you for the work that you do. I pass it off to Commissioner Allen for further questions.
Will this be the last time you grace us with your presence, or will this be running through November?
This will be running through November, so one more time you've got me for.
Great, thank you. No further questions.
Of course.
Chair?
No questions of the applicant.
No further questions. I'd like to make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Molly Zurko, 11 Sanborn Court in Somerville, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for the O'Donnell wedding celebration. This is to be held indoors and outdoors at the Warehouse 11 Sanborn Court on 10/5/24 from 4 p.m. through 11 p.m. with alcohol service intended. Do we have anybody on the line?
Commissioner, I do see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hi, can you please state your name and affiliation for the record, please?
Hi, I'm Molly Zuccaro.
And your title?
I'm sorry.
Just the bride. Oh, you're the bride. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
That's the biggest title you can have. There you go. Commissioner Allen.
Purchasing the alcohol for this event from a licensed distributor.
Yes,
Perfect, thank you. About how many head count do you expect?
150.
Oh, great, thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Molly. Congratulations. Can you describe for us the outdoors portion of your wedding celebration? Where is that?
Yeah.
Yours.
So it's mostly gonna be indoors, but there's in front of the warehouse 11, there's like a courtyard. We were mostly going to try to have people inside, but I'm sure people will trickle outside as well.
Okay, and who's doing the serving of the alcohol? Molly?
There's there's 3 bartenders that are hired through the venue
Got it, and
that are licensed.
are they all tip certified?
Correct.
Okay, so if you could just keep in mind, if people are traveling outdoors in a designated area, they have to, one of those tip certified folks has to have eyes on them, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, no other questions.
No further questions on my end as well. I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye,
Once again, Molly, congratulations and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is item number 5, which is the Honk Festival taking place at 100 Jackson Street, Cambridge, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for Honk Festival after party. This event is to be held indoors at 8 Tyler Street on 10/5/24 from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Requesting alcohol service. Do we have anybody representing the Honk Festival on the line?
Commissioner, through you, I do see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm one of the organizers of the Honk Festival.
Perfect. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the Honk Festival and your intentions?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the 19th annual Honk Festival. I mean, there's a whole weekend oriented festival that takes place in Davis Square and also in Harvard Square. This particular event is for all of the musicians who come into town and play at the festival and who volunteer their time to provide music for everyone. We serve them dinner and have a little after party after the full day of music and festivities in Davis Square. And so this year, this is something we used to do at Art Farm back before 2020. And the last few years haven't needed a special alcohol license because we've had the after party at the Armory. But we are now trying it at Somerville at 8 Tyler Street. And yeah, basically it'll be a place for musicians to eat dinner, hang out, and then also, have some alcohol. The alcohol will be provided by Aeronaut Brewery. They'll be bringing tips for certified bartenders and charging for a cash bar.
Perfect. I appreciate those details. I pass it off to the chair for any additional questions.
thank you. Is this Matt Taylor?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So Matt, at any one time, you're figuring you might have about 450 attendees?
Yes, that's correct. People will be staggering into the after party due to when they end their musical sets in Davis Square. Not all of the musicians come and many leave early. So over the course of the night, we will likely have 600, but we will very unlikely have more than 450 at any given point in time.
Okay. Matt, I think all 3 commissioners are very familiar with Honk. It's always a great time for the city. But since this is a change of venue, I'm just going to ask you to be very mindful of the residents who surround the Somerville district.
Definitely. Yeah, no, thank you for that. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention is that we are being required by the venue to hire a security guard. So we will have a security guard out front to make sure that folks aren't, coming outside and, being disruptive on the street.
Okay, and Matt, have you seen 8 Tyler? Did I get that right? 8 Tyler Street?
Yes, yeah.
And which part of the Somerville complex is that? Is that on the left or right as I'm approaching Aeronaut?
Great question. It is on the left. I have not seen it myself. My colleagues, Trudy Cohen and Reeve Garofalo have. But my understanding is that it's part of the Summer Nova complex that used to be the MIT archive. So it's towards the end of the street near the intersection with Dane.
Got it. Now I know which building it is. Yep, all right, thank you very much. I would make one more recommendation, even though it sounds like you're gonna be having private security. As a courtesy, if you could inform the Somerville Police Department, because it is a rather large crowd, Matt, okay?
Definitely. Yeah. I believe we informed them. We recently had like a full festival city meeting with the city about a week ago. I believe we informed them then, but I'm gonna double check that and make sure they know just in case we did.
Very good. Have no other questions.
Commissioner Allen.
That was gonna be my only point to confirm that they were happy with private security versus a police detail explicitly, as long as they sign off, no further comments from me.
I would make a motion to approve.
A second?
All in favor?
Right,
Aye.
Great, motion carries. Matt, best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Next up, we have item number 6, Winter Hill Brewing on 328 Broadway in Somerville, Mass. Requesting approval of a special alcohol license for the Elizabeth Peabody House Fall Festival. This event is to be held indoors and outdoors at 275 Broadway on 10/19/24 with a rain date scheduled for 10/20/24 from 12 p.m. through 8 p.m. Requesting alcohol service. Do we have anybody representing Winter Hill Brewing on the line?
Commissioner, I do have a hand raised. You are unmuted from our end.
Hi, this is Breck Bailey on the line.
Perfect. Welcome, Brett. Can you please state your full name and your title again?
It's Breck Bailey, owner of Winter Hill Brewing.
Perfect. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Elizabeth Peabody House Fall Festival?
Sure. So this is their fall fundraiser event that they do every year. I think this is the 4th year that we've been involved on the beer side. It's not a formal cocktail party or anything like that. It's kind of a day-long informal event that they do at their location down the street from us on Broadway. We would staff it with 1 or 2 tip certified bartenders, and it would just be beer, I believe.
Awesome. So no issues in the past?
No.
Commissioner Allen.
yeah, how do you do perimeter control in the parking lot?
So we set up right in front of their building, and they tend to cordon off that little parking lot area there. It seems like most of the folks congregate inside that building as opposed to outside. I think last year was really hot, so it's a little bit weather dependent, but it's pretty well sectioned off and contained right in front of their building. We would use wristbands for IDing purposes, so that we can keep an eye on things better.
Perfect, thank you, no further questions.
Mr. Chair.
Brett, welcome back. Brett, you've done an event at the Peabody House before. Am I correct on that?
Yeah. I think this is our 3rd or 4th year of doing this event. Yep.
All right, so you got your permit for whatever you need to operate to set up the tent. Have you cleared that with fire about the tent?
I actually don't even think we used a tent in the past. We just set up under a table. But I can ask Captain Richardson if it looks like it's going to rain. I'll run that by him. Yeah.
I'm just seeing it on the application, a 10x10 pop-up tent for beer service. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot him a note after this call.
Great. Thank you very much. No further questions.
Brett, just a quick question, Commissioner Thomas, just a quick question on the mobility. Wheelchair accessibility from indoors and outdoors going back and forth, no issues?
Yeah, I don't think there's an issue. I believe it's a ramp entryway into the front door of their building.
Perfect. No further questions on my end. I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioners, I do have a hand raised from Captain Richardson.
Oh, sorry, Captain Richardson, sorry.
That's no problem. I just wanted to let you know if it's a 10x10 tent, no permits are necessary.
Thank you.
Brett, Save that phone call.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you for that information, Councilman Flynn. I'd like to remake a motion to approve this item.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Motion carries. Brett, once again, best of luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Next up, we have item number 7, St. Anthony's Parish at 12 Paparazzi Way, Somerville, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for the Retro Revival. This event is to be held indoors at 12 Paparazzi Way on 10/26/24 from 8 p.m. through 11 p.m. requesting alcohol service. Is there anybody on the line representing St. Anthony's Parish?
Commissioner, I do have a hand raised. You are unmuted from our end.
Hi, name and title for the record, please.
You are unmuted on our end. It looks like you're still muted.
Hi.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Neuza Madureira. I'm one member of the St. Anthony Parish. So I'm here to request the approval for the special event we're gonna have. Every year we will have this event in October. It's gonna be like 350 people. So it's for the families from our church and the people from around.
Perfect. Welcome. Thank you for putting this event together. I'd like to pass it off to Commissioner Allen with any further questions.
Great, thank you. About how many people are you expecting at your event?
350.
Great. Have you reached out to the police department and seen if you're going to need to have a detail present?
Yeah, we already been contacted, so we informed the police and that the fire.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
Purchasing your alcohol for this from a licensed distributor?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a race band for the people who are gonna drink, We'll have a bartender, like 4 bartenders.
Good stuff, thank you. No further questions.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make it down to this festival one day, you know that. So this is Retro Revival.
Yeah.
And it's all gonna be held inside the hall, nothing in the parking lot?
No, it's inside, it's the party hall.
Great, thank you very much. Alcohol service ending at 11:30, correct? Sorry.
Oh, you
Yeah,
asked me the time?
yeah, the question is, you finish serving alcohol at 11:30 p.m.
Yes, so, yeah,
Great, no other questions.
thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Chair. With that said, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Retro Revival.
Make a second.
All in favor?
Right,
Aye.
Once again, thank you. And
Thank
best
you so much.
Okay, why don't we let Commissioner Allen
all right.
take it over?
Coming up to agenda item number 8, new adult use marijuana retail establishment license, Group B. Hayes of Somerville LLC, DBA Simplicity Dispensary, 362 Mystic Avenue, Somerville, requesting the approval of an adult use marijuana retail establishment license. Proposed hours of operation, Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Is the applicant present?
Commissioner, through you, I do see 2 representatives. As the person who wishes to participate, would you to raise your hand? Gina or Yulia? We will need participation on this item. There we go. Commissioner, I do have a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Great, Yulia, could you go ahead and state your name for the record and how you're affiliated with the application?
Yes, hi, my name is Yulia. I'm a personal assistant of Colonel. Unfortunately, he's unavailable for today. So I'm ready to
All
answer.
right, okay. So, for anyone trying to catch up, this is a carryover from last month where we asked for some additional information That information was provided to us and is in the materials packet that's been posted online, if anybody would like to take a look at it. So I've had a chance to flip through this, but let me open the floor up to the other commissioners first. Commissioner Thomas, do you have any questions for the applicant's representative?
At this time, no questions right now. Commissioner Allen.
Great. Chairman Lynch, any questions for the applicant based on the materials they provided?
Yeah, sure. Well, welcome. Were you on the call last month when the Colonel presented the original application to us?
Yes, I was.
All right, so you know that the commissioners and I made a few requests. Let me just go over what we have. So commissioners asked for a copy of the lease. We have that in our packet now. Copy of the floor plan, we did receive that. Copy of the rendering of the exterior, commissioners, we did see that. Presentation from the community outreach meeting, that I had a chance to review that. And is it correct in the statement when the Colonel was here last month, his testimony that there were only 2 members of the public present at the presentation? When I looked at the recording of the minutes of that meeting, is it a correct statement there were no members of the public virtually attending?
I believe there was a confusion. We had the attendee at neighborhood meeting. So yeah, and community outreach meeting, unfortunately, we have none.
No attendees.
Yes, correct. But neighborhood meeting though, we had it.
Okay, all right. Plan for controlling the parking lot area. We understand that that's very fluid. It's going to take the Colonel or the manager of record down at that site to have a good working relationship, not only with the property owner, but with the other tenants of property in that little business district. So we would be very curious to see once that plan is in place. So if you could relay back to the Colonel that if there is a written plan, we'd be very interested in seeing that.
Okay, this is with regards to the loitering on the
Yes.
parking lot.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he was heavily into it, and he said that what he can do is just to friendly remind to everyone, to every customer that we have, is just to to keep distance and not to do it outside, just to go home and have a party there.
No, understood.
I would also expect that, given that you check the ID of anyone entering the establishment, if you see anyone entering the establishment, purchasing product and then consuming it in the parking lot or loitering in the parking lot, I would expect that you make it clear to people in that event that they will be placed on a do not sell list and not be allowed to purchase from them moving forward.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Thank you. That's the level of vigilance that we're looking for.
Okay, yeah, we will make sure we will.
And then plan for securing the roof. We have a statement that came back to us through the email through the city clerk's office. The ceiling of the vault will be reinforced with multiple layers of plywood and metal mesh screening. So I'm just going to put it out there that your insurance policy, I would just make sure whatever you do in terms of security for that site, that there are no loopholes in your insurance policy, because that might be something that they want to see carrying that amount of product. It's just a suggestion. It's not a condition.
Yes, I understand. Although the roof is a common area, and the stock that we're gonna have is not gonna be we're gonna have our inventory only for a few days at most. So our vault is not as I guess full. And on the top of that, we are gonna take proactive measures by installing advanced vibration and motion detection systems to monitor the roof.
Okay, thank you. So, Commissioner, I'm just gonna ask you to do me a favor, if you can just, we've asked some questions, but it would be protocol for you to restate the case that we're talking about
Yes, absolutely.
from the agenda.
Yeah, so. Again, when.
No, I'm sorry, from the agenda. Call
Oh,
the item.
yes, happy to.
So we're recalling that
Yes.
from September, August meeting.
Yes, items Hayes of Somerville LLC, DBA Simplicity Dispensary, 362 Mystic Avenue, Somerville. Requesting the approval of an adult use marijuana retail establishment license, Group B, with the proposed hours of operation from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Sunday. And again, we have a long list of items that we checked for each applicant at the prior meeting. We checked through most of those. The items that we're discussing today are the remainders of that, which included confirming the execution of a host community agreement, confirming that a community meeting had taken place, confirming that there was a plan for access control for the facility, both in terms of managing cash and product delivery, managing consumption in public in front of the facility and potential loitering, confirming that community benefits agreement had been signed with the mayor's office, confirming that there was a plan to enact that in some way, in this case, preferential hiring for members, citizens of Somerville in the hiring program. So again, most of this was already reviewed last week, or last month. And the items that we've discussed today in terms of reviewing the facade, reviewing the floor plan, reviewing the lease, I believe have been executed to my satisfaction, and I believe the satisfaction of the other commissioners here today. So, given all that, I'd like to go to Commissioner Thomas for any other thoughts he has.
Well, yeah, Commissioner, my only concern is the lack of community outreach on this item. That's my only reservation at this point. I did get a chance to watch the video. There's literally 2 people on there. So that's my only concern. Other than that, I think all other items have been satisfied. But that one, yes.
Commissioners, I do have Colonel Booth and his hand is raised. I could unmute him if you wanted to.
Sure, is that okay if we bring Colonel Booth in on the conversation?
Looks like Yulia has already muted herself. Colonel, you are unmuted on our end.
Hi, how you do? Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my apologies. Tonight I had a family emergency. I'm sorry, I just logged in, so I'm not sure if there were any outstanding questions that you guys had.
No, Colonel, Commissioner Allen is chairing this part of it. He stated his case. I asked a few other questions. Thank you very much for responding so quickly. After August meeting, Michael sent off an email to us with all the information that he had collected from you. That was done a couple of days after our August meeting. So we've had time to review it. You've complied with our request, and now we're just discussing it. But Commissioner Thomas still has a concern about the community outreach meeting, and I'm going to turn it back over to him.
Right, as just discussing, I just didn't feel that it was adequate enough. I don't believe the constituents nearby were notified. And that's something that I'd just like to see a little bit more on. That's all.
If I could, Commissioner, they will still have to go for a special permit in front of the planning folks. There will be another public hearing in front of a government body before he is issued the license. I don't know if that's going to sway or help you, but there's a series of community meetings that he's required to do.
Sure. No further points, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And I would point out that, as we always say for these applicants, approval here is the beginning of the relationship with them, not the end. If there are any issues, once they're up and running from local residents, we'll be happy to, we'll be eager to address them. This is a public hearing. It's not a public hearing. We did public hearing last month.
Correct.
Thank you. We closed public. comment.
We closed it, but we did keep the record open if anybody wanted to comment. Michael, if you could just confirm for the commission, are there any additional written emails regarding this application?
Mr. Chair, through you, I can confirm that there have not been any additional communications. Also, for the record, this public hearing was properly and lawfully noticed and advertised. So to the extent that the public was also invited to speak here in addition to the community outreach meeting.
In
Very good.
addition to that, there was a requirement to notify abutters.
That's correct,
That
Commissioner.
was satisfied, and we have the receipts for them.
That's correct. I have them in front of me.
Excellent, thank you.
Commissioner, before you move for further, I just want to make a couple of comments that I made all of my comments based on the initial information that was provided by the applicant at the August meeting. So I'm not gonna go through that whole checklist again. If anybody wants to see my logic, look at the August meeting that is up there. But on August 22nd, Colonel Booth replied to the commission's request with the updated documents, fully executed lease with the property owner, the floor plan, the exterior renderings, copy of the community meeting presentation held on June 4th, with the recording, and the parking lot control plan and the roof security detail. From that, all the information that the colonel and his associates have provided, I'm ready to vote.
Excellent, thank you, Chairman Lynch. I would also second that. While, yeah, I think the applicant has satisfied all of the legal requirements in terms of community notice and meetings. I think the documentation that they provided is satisfactory. Again, this is an ongoing relationship. If any problems occur, we'll address them as they do, but I think that we've done everything that we need to. And like, I would say that even now, the questions that we as a commission have asked have been shaped by the feedback that we've gotten from the community on the other applicants that have come before us in terms of identifying the common questions, common concerns, and as a result, trying to be proactive about those. Anything else you'd like to say on this, Commissioner Thomas, before we go to a vote?
No, Commissioner Allen.
Excellent.
No further comments.
Perfect. With that, then I would like to make a motion, or do I have a motion to approve this adult use marijuana retail establishment license?
I would like to make a motion to approve the application of Hayes of Somerville LLC, DBA Simplicity Dispensary, located at 362 Mystic Avenue, Somerville, for the adult use marijuana retail establishment license.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the support.
Colonel, you're still on track for sometime before the end of the year?
We're most likely, it's depending on some things with the commission. I'm not sure if you're privy to the information, but one of the commissioners were recently fired, and typically whenever there's any type of a shakeup like this, applications start to move slower. So we are anticipating some delays. We're hoping by end of December, sometime in January. That's really our goal. But it's going to be out of our hands pretty soon and in the hands of the Cannabis Control Commission.
Okay, Colonel, if there's anything the city clerk's office or the commission can do for you, let us know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.
All good?
Thank you.
Okay.
Happy to keep rolling if you are.
Nope, keep going.
Wonderful. Moving on, we've got agenda item number 9, existing all forms alcohol license, change of manager. RCSH Operations Inc., DBA Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, 375 Revolution Drive, Somerville, requesting the approval of a change of manager from Matthew Thomas Williams to Serdan Bahas. Is the applicant present?
Commissioner, I do see a hand raised. You are unmuted on our end.
Hi, Commissioner. My name is Serdan Bahas. I'm the manager at the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I've been with Ruth's Chris for the last at least 16 years, and we're just requesting the name change on our license.
Great, thank you. What happened to Mr. Williams?
He moved on to Worcester.
Ah,
We have, I believe, 4 Ruth's Chris's here in New England. So we have one in Worcester, one in Boston, one in Waltham, and in Somerville.
great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tip certified?
I am tips certified, safe certified, and everything that we need, I'm all certified.
Great, thank you. Any questions for the applicant, Chairman Lynch?
I have no
Uh,
questions with the applicant.
Great, any questions, Commissioner Thomas?
No questions.
Perfect. Anything else that you'd like to say before we take a vote?
No, thank you for your time, gentlemen. Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Excellent, congratulations, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Moving on to
Well,
12, item number 12, a special alcohol license for Climate 955 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, requesting approval of a special alcohol license for Climapalooza to be held indoors at Warehouse 11 Sanborn Court on 9/26/24 from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is the applicant present? Mr.
Commissioner, through you, this application has been withdrawn by the.
Ah,
but Commissioner Allen, could you read that again with the kind of like announcer's voice?
Climapalooza. I am available for events. Great, in that case, no action needs to be taken on it. Let me take a quick look at the agenda here. And I believe at that point, we have addressed every item on this agenda.
We have. With
Excellent.
that being said, Captain Richardson, thank you. Michael, thank you. Commissioners, thank you. Members of the public, thank you. Commissioner Thomas would like to
Make a motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Hold on.